So I'm Jami Orr. I've been in the real estate business about 20 years now. My previous career was as a dental hygienist, so it was a huge flip from what I'm used to, went to school for. I started my career kind of by accident. I decided that I would buy a big piece of property and subdivide it and build a house on it. And I'd had a little bit of experience with one of my friends being a builder. So, not knowing that I could lose a lot of money and fail, I went ahead and bought a old farmhouse with a bunch of acreage on it and ended up subdividing that into 6 other parcels so we could keep some of the acreage for the custom home that I built and then sell off the other parcels so that we could pay for it. So that was my first real experience, I would say, in real estate, or at least in the construction side of it. My first real estate investment was when I was 27, so I had graduated hygiene school and decided that I should start building wealth for my retirement, because I know a lot of people don't build their wealth till they're too old to build wealth. So I started investing pretty young, so I've always loved real estate. I had a real estate license by that point. I had an appraiser's license at that point, and then decided that I'd go get my contractor's license because I was then approached to do another development for one of my friends who owned a bunch of parcels out on the county, and then we bought another big parcel to subdivide. So I ended up getting my general contractor's license so that we could build single family residence on those properties. So it's just kind of been an evolution over 20 years. Then of course the market fell in 2006 and I got a divorce. So everything just changed that year. So I just started reselling real estate. So it was interesting to see that a lot of people would call me and be excited that they bought a house, but not realize that I could actually help them in the process. So what I learned about myself is kind of how I failed at educating people what I could do for them. So basically I started my business in, I would say, 2007. So it's been a long journey, lots of ups and downs. I think real estate, I always say, is like a roller coaster, so you kind of gotta wing it. You just have to be able to roll with it. If somebody cancels, or you gotta squeeze somebody in, or you have to work late, or you need to work a weekend. It's just part of the job, so you just have to kind of be able to deal with the ups and downs. As far as why I want to, my ultimate goal would be eventually to coach, to do speaking engagements, kind of tell about my experience. Our team's pretty successful. We have we closed 220 units last year. Our average sales price is at that time was 222,000, 224, right in there. So our team at that time was only me and one other full-time agent, and then 2 licensed assistants. So it's a pretty big deal. So we're number 1 in our marketplace. So ultimately, I think I have something to give back. I really wanted to coach Delilah because she's kind of going through the same processes that I did in 2006. She has some life-changing experiences, and she's such a sparkly person and so happy. And then you could kind of see as life was wearing her down that she was getting a little down and losing her sparkle, and she's such an amazing person. So she has so much to give back to the real estate community and our community in general, that I wanted to help boost her sales so that ultimately she could take care of her kids and become as successful as she wants to become, because I really think she has the ability to do that, but maybe doesn't see her inner strengths. So I'm hoping to bring that out in her and hopefully use my experience, because I don't think I'm anything special. I think I work really hard. I treat people the way I want to be treated. I put in a lot of hours, but I'm very well educated. So every class that comes out, I try and take as many classes as I can. So I don't really think I'm anything special. I think probably anybody could do this, if they just put the time into it and the dedication. So hopefully out of that, I'll be able to build her business with her to whatever she sees as her future. So it could be 20 units a year, it could be 200 units a year, whatever that is. My goal is just to help her through the process. And it might just be in the beginning where I help her with the baby steps. We're very well-oiled machine around here, so we have a lot of systems in place. And I think that's another thing that really helps our business stand out from other businesses is everybody has a job and everybody knows what to do, so people don't get lost, things don't get lost, it's not a surprise. So systems are the key, and I know I can definitely help her build some of those into her workplace. So, well, thanks for watching, and just go ahead and follow us throughout the process. It should be interesting. There's always highs and lows, and every real estate agent seems to have the same struggles. So we would love for you to follow us, and maybe I can help you too.